Hey folks, it's Jim. I just wanted to do this video on the efficacy of the vaccines with regards to transmission of the virus. Okay, let me open with a disclaimer. This video is not vaccine advice, medical advice, or advice of any kind. You and you alone are responsible to seek out the professional medical advice from the practitioners, physicians, and doctors in your life that are qualified to advise you. This video is for entertainment purposes only. That is it, okay? What we have going on right now is a drop in the efficacy with regards to transmission of the virus. In other words, people who've been vaccinated after a period of time become less resilient to COVID-19. In other words, they can contract it and they can transmit it. And one way we know that this is true is by those people who got on those Congress people that got on that plane without masks. So hopefully they were all vaccinated. I bet they were. We don't know, obviously. But they all got on that plane. They weren't wearing masks because apparently they thought they couldn't transmit the virus being vaccinated. And what's the end result? 5 of them pop positive. And it's a total fiasco because they are uninformed. And I will get into what my feelings about the leadership through this whole COVID-19 experience for America has been in another video, not today. But anyway, people should have never been told that they cannot contract nor transmit COVID-19 once vaccinated. How that misnomer got out there is unbelievable. And that goes directly to our leadership in this country, okay? And I'm not talking about the president. I'm talking about medical leadership, okay? The idea that somebody can be vaccinated for something and then not transmit it is utterly foolish because it takes a while. There's a delay between the exposure to a virus and the reaction of the immune system, okay? That's just reality. So, and efficacy, okay, over time with regards to the vaccine declines. Effectiveness. If you don't know what efficacy means, it's effectiveness. That's what it means in medical world, okay? So when you hear efficacy, that's what they're talking about. So out of Israel, we are seeing that there is a decline between right at about 6 months post-vaccination. Actually, it starts between 3 and 6 months, but at 6 months, there's a definite decline to about 50% efficacy. So what does that mean? It means that 50% of the people who've been vaccinated can possibly transmit and infect others with the virus. Okay? Does that mean the vaccine is ineffective at that point with regards to keeping you out of the hospital or keeping you from getting deathly ill? No, those factors don't seem to change. It still remains effective at keeping people out of the hospital and getting deathly ill. Okay, there's a higher probability you won't. But even in the beginning, when people are vaccinated, all of the manufacturers have stated that its efficacy is about 90%. So 9 out of 10, right, it will be effective. So that still leaves 10 million out of 100 million vaccinated people that may not have efficacy at all. Okay, so the idea that the vaccinated cannot transmit COVID-19 is false. And it's being revealed in Israel. Okay, so know and understand that. Now, that is one vaccine that Israel was using also. So we need to compile more data from the other 4 or 6 around the world. There are 4 in the US and 6 vaccines around the world when you include Russia and China. And there may even be others, but these are the 6 that I am aware of at this time or am concerned with at all. Okay? So, know and understand that. If you're getting this vaccine, please respect me and others. Okay? The idea that you can't transmit COVID-19 is foolish. Okay? There's a higher probability that you won't, but it doesn't mean 100% that you won't. And people were under the delusion that they wouldn't. Okay? People who are getting vaccinated are still getting COVID-19. Please know and understand that. The vaccine is the strongest area that the vaccine works is in keeping people from getting deathly ill and hospitalized. That's what it's mainly good at. Okay? Because you have an antibody level, it helps keep the virus a lower viral load, hopefully, is what they were hoping for. But here we see out of Israel this declination at 6 months, about 6 months, that is dropping it as low as 50% on the numbers out of Israel. Okay? So, efficacy. So, with regards to contraction and transmission of the virus. So, they're seeing people get COVID, not severely, thank God. Okay? So, the efficacy is working with that with regards to severity of illness. However, with regards to contraction and transmission of the virus, it may be waning radically over time. Hence why they're talking about boosters, and always have, haven't they? Okay? So this shouldn't be shocking to you, but no one be aware of that. And the fact that a bunch of Congress people got on a plane and 5 pop positive by the time they landed, well, there's your evidence, if you will, that vaccinated people can contract and spread COVID-19. Okay? So this fight between vaccinated and unvaccinated must end. We must gather the data. It must be empirical, scientifically, mathematically proven before people run around assuming anything, and here is the results of it. Total misconceptions, unfortunately, okay? And I'm very perturbed that anyone thought that to begin with, okay? So anyway, let's leave it at that. The next video I'm going to do is on this black fungus. There's a lot of conspiracy theories going on about that. I'm going to try and help clear some of that up for you. Please like and subscribe, because there seems to be some computer difficulty going on down there with the numbers where like, subscribe gets, one day it's up, one day it's down. So it's varying within my thing. So please, if you could do that. Also, no one be aware that I'm neither pro nor against vaccine. Neither one. Because I want to see data. Long-term data that is, we can confirm, with empirical evidence rather than assumptions. And this is what assumptions lead to. Okay, people believing that they can't contract and spread COVID just because they got a vaccine is false. Okay, its best efficacy is 90%, let alone after 6 months, it could be as low or lower than 50% with regards to contracting and spreading COVID-19. Okay, so people are immunized. It does keep them out of the hospital and keep them from getting severely ill, apparently. That efficacy stays high, but the fact that people can contract the virus and then spread it appears to be waning over time. So those are the facts I wanted to get out on the video. Britain has different numbers. However, they're 60 days behind because of the way they administered the vaccine. The good news is, if Britain's way of administering the vaccine maintains a higher level of efficacy, then we've made more strides as to how to administer the vaccine. So that data will be revealed also. So no one be aware of that. That's all I wanted to share on this video. Please, everybody, please respect one another. That's what we need to do, okay? Just respect one another. We're all in this together. This is a great global human trial, both vaccinated and unvaccinated, and we have a virus that probably was enhanced in a lab, okay? So we are in a global human trial. So try to respect one another through all of this. Vaccinated or unvaccinated, we're all in this together. Again, please like and subscribe, and let me know what kinds of things you want to hear about, and I will try and get to those topics. Since we're all probably going back into lockdown here before long, I'll have plenty of time to do videos. So yeah, anyway, please like, subscribe, and share if you wish, and I hope you're all having a good day, and don't assume anything. Always do your research. Oh, one last thing. The FLCCC, Okay, the Frontline COVID Critical Care Alliance is a group of doctors who've come together and come up with it's called the iMask Plus treatment protocol for COVID-19, both acute COVID-19 and long COVID-19. They've come up with a pretty good treatment protocol that appears to be quite successful. If you're interested in that, go to the FLCCC's website and look that up. If you would like, you can probably share this with your own personal physician and have a discussion with your doctor about what they think about the protocol and whether or not it might be good for you. Again, disclaimer, this is between you and your doctor. I'm only offering you information that appears to look good for me. I'm going to share it with my doctor and we're going to discuss it. I like this protocol myself personally. Okay? But you work that out with your physician. Please always work with your own physicians, clinicians, and doctors. Okay? Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Hope life is treating you good. We're all in this together, so let's get through this together. Treat one another with kindness and respect. Jim out.